In a small village, there lived a gifted harpist who made his living by playing the harp. His soulful music sustained his family for years. One day, he passed away. Sadly, none of his family members had learned to play the harp, so it was left in a corner of the house gathering dust. The house was small, and before long, the harp started to get in the way. Frustrated, the family decided to move it out into the courtyard. Left outside, the harp became a plaything for stray cats, mice, and squirrels, whose antics caused its strings to produce jarring, discordant sounds at night. The family's sleep was disrupted, and they grew increasingly irritated. Finally, they decided to discard the harp at the village dump. A few days later, a wandering musician, an expert harpist, passed through the village. He noticed the discarded harp lying in the dump. Being deeply knowledgeable about string instruments, he carefully picked it up and tuned its strings. Within moments, he began to play a mesmerizing melody. The enchanting tune captivated the villagers, who gathered around to listen. Awestruck by his skill, they began praising him and dropped coins onto a cloth he had spread out. In no time, he collected a substantial sum. Among the crowd stood the family who had discarded the harp. Seeing the musician's success, jealousy burned within them. "Hey, that harp belongs to us!" the late harpist's son shouted angrily. "That means half the money you've earned is ours, and we want the harp back too." The musician smiled and said, "This harp was with you all along, yet you didn't use it. I salvaged it from the dump, not from your home. You no longer have any claim over it." Reflection. Friends, the story of the harp carries a profound lesson about the purpose and potential of our lives. Each one of us is born with unique gifts, talents, and opportunities, symbolized by the harp. However, just like the family in the story, we often fail to recognize or utilize what we have. Instead, we let our gifts gather dust, neglecting the potential for harmony and joy they can bring to our lives and others. The wandering musician, on the other hand, teaches us the importance of nurturing our skills and using them to create something beautiful, even from what others may deem worthless. Here are some practical lessons we can apply in our daily lives to live more fulfilling and purposeful lives. 1. Recognize the harp in your life. Every person has unique abilities, resources, or opportunities that can make their life meaningful. These gifts might not always be obvious. They could be as subtle as a knack for problem solving, an empathetic heart, or a passion for creativity. Often, we take these talents for granted or fail to acknowledge them altogether. Practical wisdom. Take time to reflect on what makes you unique. Consider keeping a journal to list your skills, passions, and things you enjoy doing. Seek feedback from trusted friends or mentors who might see strengths in you that you overlook. This practice can help you rediscover your harp and recognize its value. 2. Tune your harp. Having potential is only part of the equation. The musician in the story didn't just pick up the harp, he tuned its strings, transforming a neglected instrument into one that produced melodies. Similarly, our talents and resources require effort, practice, and refinement to make them impactful. Practical wisdom. Focus on self-improvement and skill building. Take a course, read books, or seek mentorship in areas you wish to grow. For example, if you have a talent for writing but haven't honed it, commit to writing regularly and learning from experts. Small, consistent steps can help you fine-tune your abilities. 3. Avoid the trap of envy and entitlement. The family in the story grew jealous of the musician's success and tried to claim his hard-earned rewards without putting in the effort themselves. This serves as a reminder that envy and entitlement can blind us to our own potential and diminish our character. Practical wisdom. Instead of comparing yourself to others, focus on your journey. Celebrate others' successes as a source of inspiration rather than competition. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to envy. Each day, list 3 things you're thankful for. This simple practice can shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance. 4. Look for opportunities in unexpected places. The wandering musician saw value in something discarded by others. This demonstrates the power of perspective and the ability to find opportunities where others see none. Practical wisdom. Train yourself to see potential in challenges or failures. For example, if you face rejection or setback at work, View it as a chance to learn and grow. Reframe failures as stepping stones to success, just as the musician transformed the abandoned harp into a source of joy and livelihood. 5. Play the melody of life. Life is not just about achieving goals. It's about creating meaning and spreading joy. The musician didn't hoard his talent. He shared it, uplifting the spirits of the villagers. Similarly, our lives can be more fulfilling when we use our gifts to contribute to others' happiness. Practical wisdom. Engage in acts of kindness and service. Volunteer your time, share your knowledge, or simply lend a listening ear to someone in need. When you use your abilities to make a positive impact, you'll find that your life becomes richer and more harmonious. Encouragement for change. The story reminds us that it's never too late to pick up the harp of life, tune it, and start playing its melody. Whether you've neglected your talents, felt stuck in envy, or struggled to find purpose, today is an opportunity to change. Start small, stay consistent, and trust in the process of growth. As the proverb says, the one who plays the harp well was once a beginner who didn't give up. This is your reminder that mastery takes time and effort. Don't let your life's harp sit untuned in the corner. Embrace your unique gifts, nurture them, and share your melody with the world. By doing so, you'll create a life that's not only meaningful, but also profoundly inspiring to others.